Welcome to Chaos and La Mesa. Before we get started, just a quick reminder. Everything shared comes from our personal experiences, opinions, and memories. Some stories may be emotional, messy, or total little humor. That's what happens when you crack open the tequila. This podcast may include sensitive topics, strong language, and family chaos. The views expressed are our own and does not represent anyone mentioned in our stories. So grab your cafecito, take a seat at the table, and remember, some things get a little chaotic when you bring it all to the table.
Yo, welcome back to Chaos en la Mesa. Here we are again. Today we're going to talk a little bit about traditions, the traditions that we've had growing up, the traditions that we're continuing, and how we're kind of changing things. I think it came to mind because Easter just passed, right? And Easter, I think, has been a lot different as we've gotten older, as well as losing the older generation. So I think that plays a huge role in how we handle holidays, how we talk about holidays, how we celebrate holidays, and the impact that they actually have on us, right? So I can say for me this year, I think I went a little bit bigger because I got up at 4:30 in the morning to go get a park at 5:00.
Why?
Because I wanted to make sure we had a space so that we could get together.
Yeah.
I mean, you remember how we used to do Easter every year. Everybody got together, huge Easter egg hunt, family barbecue, conviviendo, like all the things, right? So like I started to think about it, and like we haven't been consistent with Ava, right? Like every year she has an Easter egg hunt. Every year she does something, but it hasn't always involved our family, right? So I think there were years where we just went to Great America because Great America is 10 minutes from our house, right?
Yeah.
15 minutes from our house, something like that. And then there's not a lot of kids, right? Like your kids are older, right? So they do different things. And then we don't really convivir with Brandy's kids, right? And then on my mom's side, she's really it because the twins are with their mom, right? And so sometimes we get them and sometimes we don't. But it really kind of dawned on me, I want to build those core memories for her that we had when we were growing up, right? Because I look back at those times. Yeah, and that's my thing, right? Yeah. And so I had to put a text out to the family group chat and I was like, what's everybody doing for Easter? Or what do we want to do for Easter? And everybody kind of was just like, well, I don't know. What do you think? And,
Don't you love how it just falls on you now and nobody else?
And I feel like because I have the kid that I'm building the memories for, I have to do it, right? Because you're right. It's not our parents anymore, right? They did it for us, and now it's up to us to do it for our kids. So, I finally was just like, I'm just going to go super low key. I'm going to order a tray of sandwiches. I'm going to grab a box of chips, and we'll just be at the park. El que viene, viene. El que no, no. We'll catch you on the next one. And it's funny because I was talking to somebody else about it, and I was like, I feel like my family likes to go over the top, we're either all there or we're not going, right? Yeah. And I don't think that's fair, right? I don't think that's fair to Ava because one person can't go, nobody gets to have a good time, right?
Right.
So I was like, this is what I'm doing, right? If you would like to join us, great. If you can't join us, I completely understand. But this is where we will be at these hours, and this is what's happening. And everybody showed up. So it was nice,
good.
right? And she even, her bestie comes and hangs out with us. They have friends here, but they don't have a whole lot of family here.
Yeah.
So it's kind of they're part of our family, right? They're our extended family now, right? So they came and hung out, and that really helps, with Ava, right? Because then she has somebody to play with, she has somebody to hang out with, she has somebody to talk to, So I think it was the first year that I was like, damn, we did good, right? We are really passing on those traditions. We did the Easter egg hunt. We did the confetti eggs, we did all the things. So it was fun. And it was exhausting because I was up so early. Because by 8:00, I was like, don't talk to me. Don't bother me. I'm done. Just let me sleep, right? But she had a good time. Ava, did you have a good time? Okay. So, it's one of those things where you kind of have to, bite the bullet a little bit and suck it up and just do it, right?
Yeah. See, and I had to work. And this is the second year where I've had to, well, no, I take it back because Sundays I'm off, right? So I get Sunday, Mondays off, which is nice. So I get those holidays on Monday. But stupid me over here is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make money. I'm gonna go make money. I'm gonna go work on
Yeah.
Sunday. Right. So I had to work. So we didn't really get to do anything. And my kids are older and Harley's like in this whole like other mindset now where she's not that little girl where she wants to be
Yeah.
doing egg hunts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
My parents came over, now that they're not here. So they came over and they literally drove an hour and a half to spend an hour and a half at my house, eat and leave.
Oh my
So,
God.
I mean, I get it. One of their cats is, elderly now and she's sick. So they're like, we got to go make sure that Kitty's okay. And it's like, okay, I get it. But you just wasted your time.
3 hours driving there and
Yeah.
back, right?
So I'm just like, that was kind of dumb. But I was like, whatever, you're happy. Great, you're happy. But, I was a little bummed that I didn't really get to hang out with them or anything because, I had to work,
Yeah.
but, Brandy came over, the kids were here and, they wanted to go home right away. Excuse me. I've been sick. I got so sick over Monday, Tuesday. It's
Okay,
been
well, if you're
terrible.
sick again on Sunday, we're recording on online.
Yes. You've been the most sick in the last, 5 years?
Yeah. COVID tried to take me out.
See, and I only got COVID once.
Oh my God, I think I've had COVID 6 times.
Oh my God. So, I mean, traditionally wise, like I remember growing up, like where we would have those big Easters, but all the family's gone. Like they all moved out of California. The ones that are left, I mean, they're in Modesto, so they're not gonna,
Unfortunately, like we live in the Bay Area where
right,
it is literally the most expensive place to live in the US.
right.
Like
And then you just,
we are literally in the heart of that. So I get why people moved away, right?
yeah,
I get it. It doesn't make it easier for our kids, but I get it, right?
right.
Like
And then like for me, like, the Guerrero side was like the side, right? Like it was never my dad's side. So even when I have cousins who have kids, and it was never like involved, like my Easters, my Christmases, yeah, they were there, but it was never with them. It was with you and it was with grandma and grandpa and and everything like that. And now it's like now it's just you and me, and
right,
it's like
essentially, right?
and it's like I'm not ready to be the older generation. Like I'm not ready for that. Like
You know
y'all
what's
need to get it
funny?
together.
Yeah, is I tell Ava, like, I'm an adult, but I'm not like a real adult. Like, I don't
Fact.
like to adult. Like, I'm just
Right.
like a medium adult.
I'm a baby adult.
Yeah, like, I
I'm a
don't, like,
teenage adult.
yeah, I don't want to do all the adulty things, but like,
Right.
I'll make the decisions, right?
Right. No, and that's the thing that's the thing. Like I feel like I'm having to make all the decisions. Like, oh, what
Yeah,
time are we coming over? Well,
stop.
I don't know. What time are you coming over?
Yeah, you tell me,
Or
right?
like what time's dinner, or what are we eating? Oh my God. What are we eating? That's the thing that I'm having
Eh,
to deal with. What are we eating? And it's like, well, what do you want to eat?
right.
Oh my God, my cat is meowing. He wants in.
Oh my God, that's funny.
So yeah, it's like it's constantly, what are we doing? What are we
Hmm.
doing? Well, what do you mean, what are we doing? Like, are you not capable of making a decision for me? Like, help
Right,
me
because
out.
I'm
Help me out.
completely content laying in bed and not doing a damn
Fact.
thing.
Fact. And I'm just like, I'm okay with not doing anything. Like, if you guys don't want to do anything, let's not do anything.
Yeah.
I remember one year where I didn't want to make any decisions, right? Like I just didn't want to. And I got so much heat for it. Like heaven forbid I want to spend some time where I don't have to think about what I'm going to do
Right.
and have somebody else make those decisions for me. Like I was over here with wifey and she's like, let's have a barbecue. My parents are going to barbecue. We're going to go set up at the park. Like it's just
Yeah.
going to be a small little thing. We'll do a little quick Easter hunt and that's that. I told my mom and I got so much shit for it. And I was just like, are you for real? Like, like Easter's not even a big thing for you guys. Like one, you're not
Right.
religious, and two, like it's just my kids. Like,
Yeah.
what's the big deal? I got so much crap for it. And I was never again have I ever thought I'm not going to do another holiday without my freaking family now because like I don't want to hear it.
You're so
So,
funny.
but it's true. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
no, it is
heaven
true. They
forbid.
all depend on you to make the decisions. They
You know,
all depend on you to make
heaven
decisions.
forbid that I want. What if I want to travel?
That's something that you and I talk about all the time is I would prefer to travel for Christmas
Heck
because
yeah.
I feel like all the money you put out
Mhm.
is such a waste, right?
Right.
People don't need things, right?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because realistically, if we want something, we're just gonna buy it, right?
Exactly.
So like, people
Exactly.
don't need things. I would rather take that money and take Ava to go travel, right?
Right.
To do
Right.
something that she's going to enjoy, that
Right.
she's gonna build core memories with. But I
Right.
also feel like I catch a lot of shit for wanting to do just stuff that just me and Ava, you
Yeah.
know?
Mhm.
And I'm sorry, but we're our own family. We're our own entity. We're our own, you
Right.
know, we're our own thing.
Mhm.
And like, you can't get mad at me because I want to do things differently. You know what
Right.
I mean? And
Right.
I feel like it's always like a guilt trip, right? Like,
Mhm.
and I'm
Mhm.
like, why?
Yeah.
Like, come with us, right? Like,
No, don't come with
come
me
with
because that's another decision for me. Girl, let me freaking tell you.
us.
Let me tell you. Every family trip that I have done with my extended family, what are we doing? What's the plan?
Yeah.
I just want to go do A, B, and C. Whatever you guys want to do is up to you. Like if you guys want to
Right.
go do X, Y, and Z, by all means go ahead.
Go.
I'm not going to. No, no, no,
Right.
that's not what we're gonna do. This is your circus. Like this is your plan. Like, okay, then we're gonna do A, B, and C. Well, what time and how are we gonna get there? And what's how like what's the plan? I remember when I took David down for his 5th birthday to Disneyland, it was all of us, right? It was my mom, my dad, Brandy, Tony, Bea, my kid, me and David, right? So that's what 8 of us. And we had the caravan, right? So we were 2 and 2, like we took 2 cars. Me and David drove 1 car, my dad drove the other, and we rented the suite down, in Disneyland or whatever. And I remember like, well, what time are we leaving? Who's gonna drive in what car? How are we gonna get there? What pit stops are we gonna make? Your mom has to pee, like she has to pee every 10 minutes. And I had to tell her, like,
Oh my gosh.
stop drinking soda. I would like
Yeah.
to leave and get there at a reasonable time, right?
Right.
Because when we go down to LA, we leave, we leave in the morning. Like we leave super in the morning. Like where there's no
That's how I
traffic.
like to travel. 4 or 5 in the morning.
Girl,
Let's
we're
go.
talking like 2,
Beat
3 in the
LA
morning,
traffic. Yeah, like
and I'm just like, but we couldn't leave because obviously, Brandy has parenting arrangements, with Bea and whatever. So we had to wait till 11. So we had to wait. So we were stuck in traffic. And then my mom having to pee every hour, so we're having to stop. And then my dad's just
oh
like,
my
you
god,
guys
it
are
wasn't
going
even
too
the kids, it was
fast.
your mom.
Yes. Well, I think Bea was still in diapers and David had just been potty trained. So he, and I know not to give my kid a lot of liquids. And they slept most of the way, right? Oh my God, I was so irritated. So irritated. Then we get to Disneyland, and then it's like, what are you doing? And where are we going next? What's next? What's next? It's like, pick something. It's a freaking theme park. Like, why
Right.
am I having to tell you,
And you
we're
don't
going to go
have to
get on
sit
this?
next to me.
Yeah. Oh my God. Never again will I do big family trips like that again. If I'm not getting help and there's nothing else for them to do, like, I'm sorry. Like, this is just not going to happen. Like, I can't.
I think that I've realized as I've gotten older is that I can't travel with everybody.
Yeah.
And I'm very spoiled in the way I travel because my parents have a timeshare. So that's where we stay all the time, right? So on one trip to Vegas with my friends, we all decided we were going to stay at Caesar's Palace because none of us had ever stayed there. None of us had ever stayed at Caesar's. None of us had ever stayed on the strip. So we were like, okay, we're going to stay at Caesar's. I hated it. I hated it because it was so expensive to get to and from, right?
Yeah.
And we're not even leaving the strip, right? So it's just like we're trying to go places. You don't have refrigerators. You don't have like the timeshare is like a little apartment. So like you have everything, a refrigerator, a kitchen, a stove, a toaster, a coffee maker. Like you have all your amenities, right? And in a hotel, you do not. Like you have an ice machine that you have to fucking walk to, right?
Yeah.
But I'm like, I cannot do this anymore, right? Like it's
Yeah.
just not for me. So
And
I'm
see,
like so
I would
spoiled.
be okay. I would be okay in a hotel. Like when we went to Hawaii, like I was totally fine, but I was in a suite,
Right.
right? So I had a little living room, the bed, the kids had their own, space to be, and then the bathrooms. And even when we went to Disneyland, like we had a suite. Like, so it was the king bedroom, and then we had the pull-out bed with the table and the kitchenette. And so, like, I'm okay traveling like that. I just can't. I
See, for
can't
me,
be
yeah, I
the
can't. I
I
need
can't.
all my amenities, right? And that's probably why I don't like travel overseas or want to go do those things, right? Like everybody wants to go to Japan and to Spain and to, I
Oh,
don't want to
girl,
do
they
that.
have Airbnbs in all
I
those
like to
places.
be, no, see, I like my own, I need to have my car and be able to go. I need to, you know what
You
I
can do
mean?
all
Like,
that there.
I don't like not being in my space.
Yeah. But see, but that's the thing. Like when I want to travel. Like I want to do outside the
Yeah,
country, right? Like I want to go to Japan, especially around this time with all, the cherry blossoms. Like
yeah.
that is on my bucket list. So it's like, okay, yeah, I can do that. My mom's like, oh yeah, we'll go with you. And it's just like, no, you won't. No, you won't. Because
No,
one,
because I
you're
won't
going
have
to
a good
complain.
time.
I won't have a good time. And two, you're going to complain about every little thing that I do, whether it stopped where I eat, where I go, how
Yeah,
we sleep, what it looks like. And that was what I heard. That's what I heard the whole time. It looks like
yeah,
Mexico here. Ha ha ha. Like sometimes I think my parents feign ignorance just because that's just who they are. Because
yeah.
we go somewhere and they were like, oh, we were in Hawaii. That's like the furthest place we've been with my parents, right? And they're just like, oh, well, they're like regular people. And I'm like, what are you talking about? What did you expect coming to a state, right? Like, and they're like, I don't know.
That's funny.
And so I asked them, I literally asked them, I was like, were you expecting like grass skirts and coconut shells? And they're like, well, yeah, he. And I'm just like, bruh, grow
My
up.
goodness.
I'm like, seriously, they're just people. They're just people.
See, and that's what I say, like, I can't travel with everybody, right?
Yeah.
So, like, I have a friend and
Mm,
her in laws, they are the type of people who, when they're on vacation, they want to eat the same thing. Like, if we have, like, just IHOP, for example, right? They will only go to IHOP for breakfast out there. Like, wherever they are, if there's an IHOP, that's where they're eating, right? They will only go, we all went to Mexico, right?
mm,
Like they always go to the same restaurants. They
mhm,
always want to do the same things. And like I don't like that, right? Like
mhm.
when I go somewhere, like when we go to SoCal, right? I will always look up at least one new restaurant because that's what
Yes.
I want to do. I'm a foodie. I like to eat.
Mhm.
So I want to try new things, right?
Right.
Like, so I will be like, I found this on TikTok or, like, let's go try this. And nine
Mhm.
times out of 10, my family will go, right? Like, my
Yeah.
mom and dad will go. They're like, all right. And it
Mhm.
was really easy. Like, if she doesn't eat something there, we'll just be like, oh, we'll just drive through McDonald's. It's not a big deal, right?
Wherever we go, there's got to be chicken strips everywhere we go,
Right.
just in case. If my kid doesn't like it, there's chicken
There's chicken
strips.
strips,
You
right?
know,
And that's the thing, right? Like, I don't go to travel to eat the same shit I could eat at home because I would just stay at home.
let me tell you, okay,
Right. Like, I
eh,
can't. Like, so
your
I don't know. I
aunts.
mean, total tangent because this is definitely not tradition talk, but
No, but literally, it goes back to it. Traditionally, what do we have for capirotada? For Easter, capirotada,
right,
barbecue, whatever.
right,
Heaven forbid I decide I'm not making capirotada.
right,
What did I hear? Well, you didn't make it? No, I had to work. You
right.
forget I work, like I'm the next generation. I'm the older generation now. And yeah, it's supposed to land on me, but I work.
Times are also different now, right? Like,
Mhm.
if we don't work Monday through Friday. Well, I do, but
Yeah.
you don't work
No,
Monday through
I
Friday,
don't.
8 to 5. That's just not
Mm-mm.
how it is anymore,
Right.
right? So I feel like we weren't necessarily ready to be the next adults.
We weren't. We weren't.
There was
But
no training for this.
but you also have to remember we've been 30 since we were 10. So it's like we didn't have that grow up period.
It
So
was like,
it was just, okay, here you go. Like the reins are yours now. And it's like, well, wait a minute. Like, I don't want
and
to
I'm
deal
a
with.
planner, right? Like I like to plan. So like if it's
Mhm,
on me, cool. But I'm not gonna be like it used to be where I
mhm.
check with everybody to see what they're doing, to see what they
Right.
want to do. I'm gonna make a decision based on me and my family
Right.
because that's what's good for us.
Right.
And if you
Right.
can join us, great. And if you can't, I'm sorry. But like
And see, and I'm
I
such
can't
a
hold
people
myself
pleaser.
up.
See,
Yeah,
I'm a
no.
people pleaser and I can't freaking help it. Like, I just, well, okay, well, does this work for you? Well, this I'm so flexible. Like, you know me, I'm flexible. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah.
I can't, I can't be there the whole time, but I'll be there as, as much as I can. Or
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna work. Like, I'll work
Right.
and take my lunch and go hang out with you guys. So like holidays have been a little more stressful for me, with the whole work thing and then trying to be that person that's in charge. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't want to be in charge.
So,
Somebody do it.
what would happen if you just stopped doing it?
I don't know.
Sorry, hold on. Somebody's at my door.
Yeah, I don't know. Literally, I don't know. I'm sure
What are
my
you
mom,
afraid of to stop making decisions?
it going away, like I only get to,
Mm-hmm.
like, I mean, you and I stay in pretty much contact all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't talk to your dad very often. Your mom texts me here and there, but on your dad's birthday, Easter
Mm-hmm.
holiday, I'll text your dad, and when I think of him, I'll text him, and you know, so I think I'm just afraid of it all going away. Like I grew up with everybody. Like you guys are supposed to want to be around me. Like what the hell? Why don't you want to be around me? And I know. I mean, with my mom and your dad not on the best of speaking terms,
Mm-hmm.
like that's it. If I don't do it, that's it.
Do you feel like I don't even know what to call it, their
Mhm,
division, I guess is
mhm,
a good word, right? Their
mhm.
division causes you to have fear of losing more family.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, as it is. It's just you guys on my mom's
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
It's just you guys. I'm not super, super close with my dad's side. Like they're, his
Yeah,
niece,
they're around, but
they're
they're more
around, but
acquaintances than
right,
like,
I spend more time with his older niece. Like I can call her at any time and be like, hey, let's
yeah,
go shopping or let's go do this or whatever.
yeah.
And she's just like, okay, yeah, let's go.
Mhm.
But even, I mean, her kids are older, like they're in their 20s and, like, what are
Yeah.
they going to do with us? Like, so, I mean, it's different. And I feel like if I let that go, I kind of let grandma down,
Mm-hmm.
which kind of bugs me more than the actual fact of losing the connection. Like, I don't know. Like, it's a really weird feeling knowing that I'm the link that keeps those two together,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So it's like, well, do I let it go? Don't I? If I don't, like, are they going to blame me later? Like, well, it's your fault that I don't get to see them. Like, it's not really my fault, but okay.
Right, because even if they don't talk, they're in the same household during the
Right.
holidays, right?
Right, right. And it's so awkward sometimes. It's like, oh my God, can you guys just stop? Like, whatever the case is, just let it go. Like, we have one common enemy. Let's stick to that person, okay?
Let's focus on that.
Let's work on that one. And it's funny because my mom is just like, will you ever talk to him? And I'm like, nope, I have nothing to say to him.
Okay, so
Nothing.
also to clarify for our audience, my dad and her mom are brother and sister, and they also have another brother
Hmm.
who fell off the radar when my grandma passed away, right?
Hmm.
That's a whole episode in and of itself.
Hmm.
And they had a half brother from my grandfather's side who also
Hmm.
passed away and it was a nutcase. But we also didn't know about him until we were adults, right?
Yeah.
So I think the dynamic is very different with my dad versus him. And we're going to have to change his name because he'll fucking drag us through the mud.
Yeah. Well, he is he who shall not be named,
Yes.
you know?
And so it's that is a very different dynamic. I
Yeah.
think that's not even. And see, it's funny because I'm completely the opposite, right? Like,
Mhm.
I'm very much like,
Yeah. Well, see, with him, I'm okay. So with all of everything from start to finish, even before grandma and grandpa were gone, like
mm-hmm,
I was always defending him. Like your dad would be
mm-hmm,
giving him shit, and I'd be like, no, like he's choosing whatever, that's his life. Like it
yeah,
is what it is. Like you just have to be his brother. Like that's it. I never turned my back on him. I never told him he was
mm-hmm,
wrong. And then that one sentence came flying out his mouth just like that. Who the hell are you? Who are you? I don't know who you
mm-hmm,
are. And it will never go back. So it's like, so those, I mean, I
mm-hmm.
remember Easter, Christmas, Thanksgiving
Right.
where he would be there.
Right.
Now it's like, I don't even care. The last time I actually made an effort to include them was the year, I think it was the year before grandma passed, when we took the family pictures. Maybe it was like 2 or 3 years before. That was the last time I actually made an effort to include him in anything that we did, because he didn't want to show up for whatever reason. She was sick. He was tired.
He never
He had
showed
to
up. You
work.
could never count on him.
Right. So it's like, when I see that, I don't want my kids to feel like I did. I don't want them not to see your dad. I don't want them not to see my mom. Like, these are things that you guys should be thinking about. Like, you guys were there for us. Why can't you be there for them now? So it's him. I don't care. My kids don't even know him.
Right.
Yours
Mine
doesn't
never
even,
met him.
and the one time Harley did meet him, she cried, and it's because kids
She didn't
know.
know him. Yeah.
Well, no, because I swear to you, the day that she met him, she had just met her other grandpa's brother. The same day, she was sitting in his lap. She was like being tickled. She was having a grand old time with him. Then we went to grandma's house, and he happened to be there, and she was bawling her eyes out. So it's not that she didn't know him. It's just that she had this.
He didn't have the vibe. He didn't give her the vibes.
So it's like, I always find that funny. Like, my mom hates that I'll tell that story, but I'll tell that story to anybody who will listen, because there is a reason. There is a reason.
Kids
So,
and dogs always know.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%. So it's just like,
I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm very much on the other end of the spectrum, right? Where I think that everything that I do, I live and breathe for Ava, right? So like anything I do for Ava. And so like if it is not adding value to our life, or if you're not adding any kind of positivity, then I'm not worried about it, right? Like my traditions now are for her, right?
Right.
Like my whatever I decide to do, like okay, like the whole Christmas situation that happened at your house, right? Where your sister's kids had all their gifts, but Ava only had a few, and it was like a thing, right? Because she's too little to understand, right? Like she doesn't understand. I made a decision that day, I'm not doing this again, right?
Right.
And I stood on business the following Christmas, right? Like I stood on business and was like, no, I'm not going.
Yeah.
This is what I'm doing. You are welcome to attend. However, if you don't want to, I'm okay with that, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to hurt my feelings. I don't
Right.
care, right? Like, because at the end of the day, it's not about anybody else, it's about her.
Right.
And so, like, you hurt my kids' feelings once, I will not allow you to do it again, right? So, like, but that's why I say, like, nobody else matters to me, right?
Yeah.
Not, I will stand on business 100% for my kid.
Yeah.
And we'll make new traditions, right?
Right.
Like, we'll do new things. And that year, right, like everybody came over early, and then we went to Christmas in the park, and we watched movies.
Right.
And she was completely content, right? Like, and now she is at that age where she's definitely my broke bestie, and like, she wants to be with me all the time. She wants to do things all the time that cost money, but I'm like, you better save your money, but you know, like, so she would rather be me and her anyways, right? So like, I don't feel like she's really missing out, because we're both very social, right? Like we talk to everybody, we have a lot of friends. We have a lot of people we hang out with. We have a lot of connections. We have a lot of community, right? And I always tell everybody that they're part of my village, right? So I have so many people in my village that like our Easters, our Christmases, our birthdays are not just family, blood relatives, right? The people we've adopted along the way, right? And I think that that's very different. I feel like when grandma was here, it was always very family centralized, and certain people were invited, but you had to like meet a certain criteria to hit that, you know what I mean? And I feel like now, like, I will invite anybody who doesn't have anybody, right? Like, because I don't think that anybody should spend the holidays alone, right? Like, I think that even if it's a little holiday, like Easter, not everybody celebrates Easter, right? But like, if you're going to be alone, you're welcome to be with us, right? Like, we're loud and we're crazy and we can be obnoxious and we crack jokes at each other.
But it's a good time.
We crack inappropriate jokes at each other, but
those are the
we
best
have
kind.
a good time, right? Like,
yeah.
So it's like one of those things that I just feel like, like I am pushing forward through life with like, this is what I need to do for me and Ava. And I want Ava to have good core memories of, the things that we do as a family or even without our family, right? Like, if they can't make it, like Ark got sick for her communion, but he was her Nino, right? But he was like super sick and he couldn't drive down here, right? So it was like, I wasn't mad. I understand, but I can't change things, right? Like, we've got a church, we've got a hall, we've got a DJ, like, I wasn't mad, right? Like, and I hope that he didn't feel like the show must go on regardless, because it wasn't that either, right? Like, just because he wasn't there, she still calls him Nino. She, like, you were still a part of that day.
Yeah.
You just couldn't be there. And I get it, right? Things are going to happen. Circumstances change, right? Like, I get it, right? Like, but like, I have to keep pushing for Ava, right? Like, and I think for me, like, I also want her to understand that, like, it's okay to start new traditions, right? It's okay to change things. Like, it's okay to not want to do things the same way they've been done for so many years, right? And let's talk about it, right? Like, tell me what you don't like and tell me why you don't like it.
Yeah.
And we'll move from there, right? Like, because I'm not telling you you're always going to have to do this. That's not what I'm saying either, right? Like, but also, like, one thing that I do tell her is, like, if Papa wants us to do something, we're going to do it because Papa is our everything, right? Like, Papa holds it down for us all the time, 100%. We know that if we need something, Papa's got it, right? Like, so, like, if he's like, well, I don't want you to go to Disneyland for Christmas. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to go to Disneyland for Christmas because that's a request that you're making, right? And I respect you as my dad and as Ava's grandpa to want to have us home for Christmas, right? Like, I get it. If that's all you're asking of me for the holidays is to not be away for the holidays, okay, cool, right?
Yeah.
Because I also understand that that's like his tradition and that's something he wants to keep alive. And you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, okay, like, I have to respect it, right? Because 9 times out of 10, he's just like, do whatever you want and I'll go with you guys, right? Like, but like, for him to like specifically come out and be like, I don't want you traveling for Christmas, or I don't want to travel, because I'm like, let's go somewhere. And he's like, no, I don't want to. I want to stay home. I'm like, okay. Right? Like, I respect it, right? Like, but like, also like Easter, like, I'm gonna do whatever. Like, there were times where I was like, well, we're not doing anything. Okay, cool. We're going to Great America. Like, I'm not inviting anybody. I'm just going. Like,
And see, and that's how it, like, pre this new job, right? Like, this, where I had the holidays off all the time. Like, it was just like, okay, like, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do this, like, spur of the moment thing, like. And it was okay, like, 4th of July, like, that was never a big thing for my parents, right? So it was never like, so it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna go to America, or I'm gonna go to the lake, or we're just gonna go blow some shit up, like, whatever. And it was not a big thing. But come those big holidays, Easter, Christmas, Thanksgiving, that's a problem for them, and it's just like, well, why? Why can't, and this just came up with my sister because, her husband wants to like have his own traditions, and he's just like, well, why can't, I have to work. He has to work every year. Like, I feel bad for the guy. He's constantly the one being on call. His job is just like, no, you've got to do it. You're closest. It's like, well, wait a minute. But that's here nor there. I want my traditions. I want to be with my children is what came up, And so I had mentioned it to my sister and I was just like, you can do your own thing, like, you can do it. Nobody's going to stop you. She's like, well, your mom's going to have a big problem. And it's like, she'll get over it. She can have a makeup, and I told my mom and she's like, well, no, I want Christmas on Christmas. And I was like, well, yeah, I bet you do. But you got your Christmas with your kids. You got to have Christmas on Christmas for however many years we were able to do it. You got Christmas on Christmas. So if Christmas is no longer on the 25th for you and needs to happen on the 27th, then it's going to happen on the 27th if you want your daughter around. Well, I don't know how I feel about that, is what she said. And it's like, well, just be prepared that it may happen. Like, it just may happen. You're not going to have a say because that's her family, her priority. Just like you made me and her your priority. Right. So you can't be mad at it. And she's just like, well, I don't think I like that. And I was like, well, like it or not, it's like, just be prepared for it.
I think it's also because your sisters never push back, right? Like your sisters never push back. But also, let's be honest, your sister needs your mom.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So she's not going to push back because she needs your mom and she needs her to be in her corner. So she doesn't want to piss her off. Right? Like,
yes, but no, like my sister's gotten a little more oomph in her step since she's gotten sick. She values the kids and her time with them a little more than pissing my mom off. And it's like, well, good. Like, I'm proud of you for that.
As you should, because for me, I feel like when you get married and you have your own family, that's your priority.
Right.
It's not your mom and your dad. It's not your brothers and sisters.
Right. No. Wait. It's not any other brother and sister but me. I'm important, okay? I'm important.
I'm not saying you're not important, but that entity should come
first.
number one.
Yeah.
Always.
And see, and and I have a problem. I really, really do. Like, this is a problem for me. I try to set those boundaries, and it's just like, well, it's just one more year. David's, he's only little so long, and I missed out a lot. Like I missed out on Harley's first birthday or first Christmas. I didn't get to do that with her because of what happened that night. So it was just so much that I feel like I have to make up for because I'm a working mom. So it's just like, okay, well, I don't know how to like set that boundary now. I'm stuck.
Yeah.
And so when it kind of like, okay, well, grandma's not here. Well, Crystal's gonna do it. Crystal's gonna keep it together.
Crystal
and
will
it's
do it because Crystal's the
will do
most
it.
like grandma, and Crystal will do it.
And Crystal will do it. So it's like, okay, well, I guess I'm gonna do it. Oh, you're gonna make tamales, right? Well, are you gonna come help me make tamales? Your mom is always the first one to be like, well, what do you need help? Your mom. Not my mom, your mom. So it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what is your favorite tradition?
I mean, in what holiday?
Any of them.
Halloween. Halloween's my favorite holiday. I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. Halloween is a holiday. And I will spend the most amount of money on my kids and their costumes. To this day, David still likes to make his own costumes, and I will give him whatever he wants for it. You need $500 for a costume, you got it, right? Like, I will do it. I don't decorate. I'm not a big decorator. I hate it because then I got to put it away.
So what's the tradition that you do on Halloween?
We do the whole trick-or-treating thing. Like, we take the kids to Willow Glen, which has always been since the time I was little. My Nina would take us. We'd go to Willow Glen, and we're out there until we can't walk anymore. And that can be a long time. So we go there, we go see all the lights, all the decorations there, and we do that. We trick-or-treat until we can't no more. And then obviously that gets followed up with Dia de los Muertos. I sure in the hell decorate for that. So I do that. So I'm constantly adding a little more to our ofrenda and everything. And the kids are involved in that. So it starts October 1st all the way through November 2nd. And we're decorating and buying things for the ofrenda and whatever. And obviously we've had to add a few more people to that.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, what about you?
Know if I have a favorite tradition because I feel like I'm so balls to the wall about doing things differently.
I mean, the only real traditions we had growing up was tamales for Christmas.
And I hate tamales.
Pozole for Christmas Day,
And see, that was never like a thing for us, right? Yeah. We had tamales from sunup to sundown during Christmas.
Yeah.
So I hate making tamales. I can tell you what my least favorite thing is.
But you know
to
what?
Make tamales.
Growing up, that was my favorite part of Christmas because Pita was there, Lisa was there, Juana was there, my Nina, grandma, my mom, your mom. grandpa, like they all had this assembly line, right? Like, so
Mhm.
you would hear all the cheesemen, the gossip going on. And so you got to see that. And then the rest of those kids were running around like
Yeah.
banshees, you know? So, yeah, I mean, that looking back, I think that would be my favorite part of the holidays
Oh,
is having that little family unit because all of us were there. And I
yeah.
miss that, you know, and I miss those big Easters where we would go down to Evergreen and we'd have that. I don't know if
I
you
was
remember that,
just telling Ava about that. Like,
you know,
I
and
remember that vividly.
yeah, you know, and it was that every year, either my dad or he who shall not be named would go get that
Somebody would get up
specific spot,
early. Yeah.
right?
We
That
were
spot would be
always
used
there.
there. I have thousands of pictures, Nick. Like
Yeah.
all of us, I mean, all our little cousins were there. Like you
Yep.
and I were in that weird in between, too young to be the cool kids, too old to be the little kids, right? So we were in that really young middle ground. So, and it was just like maybe like four of us, you know, and it was weird. So I have these pictures where it's just like, okay, well, I remember that. And
That's
it's like
funny.
my kids will never have that ever.
Yeah.
And
And I see,
it
I think
bums me out.
it's funny because like Bobby and I
Mhm,
try to do like something with Eddie and Ava,
mhm.
at least a couple times a year. But it's getting harder, right?
Yeah,
As the kids grow older and they
yeah.
have more activities, it's like usually we'll get together and
Mhm,
we'll do something for Easter.
mhm,
Usually before, right?
mhm.
But like this year, like it wasn't even on my radar. Also, like it was super early this year. Like
Yeah,
so it
yeah,
was like, what the hell? Like the month's gone. And I'll text her sometimes and be like, I didn't forget about you. Just the days get away from me and I
yeah,
just don't know what to do with myself anymore.
yeah.
So I think my least favorite tradition is making tamales
Mhm,
because I think I was forced to do them so much as a kid that
yeah.
I'm just like, no,
Yeah,
I
but
refuse.
you're not a big cook. You don't like to
No, I
cook.
don't.
Yeah. You
I
don't
like
like
to cook.
to
I don't like to clean. I hate dishes.
I
But because
yeah.
I always had nails, right? Like this is the first time in a long time that I don't have nails.
Yeah.
But it's because I fight now, right? So
Yeah.
it's like I don't want, to get hurt because I did that and it hurt really bad. So
Oh.
like, like I'm just not about that life.
Mhm,
Like now, if I didn't have a job and I didn't have all the things to do, like yeah, I would stay home and cook and clean. I don't care.
mhm.
But that's not the case. So
Yeah.
I think just that's my least favorite, right?
Mhm,
I know how to, I just don't like to because it's such a pain in the ass.
mhm,
But as far as favorite tradition, I would just say the camaraderie, right?
mhm,
The community, the
mhm,
camaraderie. And it didn't matter like whether it was Christmas or Easter or whatever, just
mhm.
everybody getting together. I miss
Yeah.
everybody living in San Jose. I miss,
Yeah.
just being able to be like, oh, we're going to go to the park and play softball.
Mhm.
Right? Like, remember how they used to do that when we were
Yeah.
little? Like, oh, we're gonna go play softball. Okay. Like,
Softball, volleyball. Yeah.
yeah, I remember that kind of stuff. And
Yeah.
it's sad that we don't have that little community anymore,
Right,
right?
right. And see, and
And
I don't know about you, okay, but as you know, our grandfather used to pick up strays, right?
all
We
the time.
always had all these random people that were not blood related, but they became family, you know, like
Yeah.
random barbecues. They would have that random, out back making the chicharrones and, just
Oh my
having a good old
God.
time.
I miss Grandpa's chicharrones. I cannot
Dude,
find them anywhere
you know why? Do you know why?
because they were probably disgusting.
No, because I don't know who has it. I don't know if your dad has it or if it's put away. I don't know who has it. You remember that big pan, that copper pan? That's
Mm-hmm.
what gave it because I know how to do it. I was able to replicate it on a small scale,
Uh-huh.
but I need the pan because the pan is what did it. That whatever flavor was infused into it is what did it. I swear to you.
Oh
I
my
swear to you,
God.
that's what it was.
That's
So
funny.
if Theo, if you have it, I would like it. Please give it to me.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
but I mean, and so like our kids won't have that. Like I don't pick up
Yeah,
strays. Do you?
I do all the time.
No, you don't.
But that's when I say like I adopt people who don't have people, right? Okay,
Right.
so
Okay, maybe you do.
yeah, because like, okay, Ava's little friend at school. Her mom just told me that they came from Venezuela and they had nobody. Nobody. And so they've built their community with the school. Right?
Yeah.
So
Damn,
I'm
that's
like,
tough.
oh, come hang out with us.
Yeah. Okay, maybe you do pick up. Maybe you're more like grandpa than we thought.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
and then like I feel for like people who like don't have family here. Like I had this one old friend. She was an old lady. She had no family here. Like she was older, so like her parents were dead and her son had just gotten married and he was doing his own thing. And so like she would come hang out with us, right? And like when we had holidays. So like that's what I say. Like I always pick up random people like because I feel bad, right?
And I don't. Like I don't know. I
But
don't
I'm
want to make new
also
friends.
the very extroverted person,
Yes.
right? Like I'm
Yeah.
very extroverted. I will talk to. It's funny because yesterday I was at work and my boss is like, he told somebody, my friend, that he could hear me making friends in the bathroom.
Oh my
Who
God.
used to make friends in the bathroom? Fucking grandpa, all the time, all the time. And I was laughing because we've only been there like a full week, right? And they were like, are you guys just moving in? I was like, oh yeah, we just moved in, blah, blah, blah. She goes, oh, well, what department are you? And then I was like, the secret squirrels. And she was like, oh my gosh, she started laughing, right? My guys do like security and like, like that kind of stuff, information security.
Right.
So like, I'm like, they're not people-y. They don't like people. Like, I'm the people-y one, right?
Yeah.
So she was like, oh my God, that was so funny. And I started laughing. I was like, thanks. And I go, we're here. You'll see me, blah, blah. And they told me their names and stuff. And so I was talking to them. And he was like, only you would make friends going to the bathroom. I was like, listen, I told you when we moved here, I'm just going to have 11 different floors that I could go talk to people at because
Oh my God.
I make friends with everybody. Like,
you're going to make friends in the elevator.
I make friends in the elevator. I make friends in the bathroom. I make friends at the coffee cart. Like, I went to the freaking, so where I work down the street is like a taco truck in the mornings, but they're only there in the mornings. So I made my favorite chinita go walking with me because I didn't take breakfast and I was hungry. So we walk over there and I was like, oh, and he was like, what can I get for you? And I was like, I don't know. I want this, but I want this. But can I get one of these and like one of these? And he was like, they had pupusas. I was like, and then I asked him, I was like, what kind of pupusas are those? And he was like, chicharrón con queso y poquito frijol. And I was like, can I just have one? Because it was a plate of two, but they were big, right?
Yeah.
And then he's like, yeah. I go, me da una? And he's like, sí. And I go, yeah. And then he goes, ¿la quieres preparada? And I was like, yes. She was like, what does that mean? I was like, don't worry, I'll show you.
Yeah.
And so then I'm talking to the taco truck guy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what time do you guys leave? Because I wanted to come the other day and you were gone. Like, I didn't get no breakfast. And he was like, oh, we're only here till 9:30. And then we got to go somewhere else. But like, here's our card. Just call us. Tell us you're coming and we'll hold it for you. We'll wait till you get here.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. And then she's like, my friend, Chichinita. She's like, it's because you speak Spanish. And I'm like, I don't care what it is. We're friends now.
When you make friends like that, it's a different story. Like,
right. And I'm like, look, dude. And she's like, oh my God, you talk to her. I'm like, I'm such a people person that like, that's why, that's why I am the way I am. Like I talk to everybody, but also like it works for me, right? Because at work, if I don't know something, I know somebody who knows, right?
Right.
And if I don't directly have resources, I'm like, okay, this is who I can ask to find out, right? Like,
yeah.
But I've also been in the county for 18 years,
Yeah.
right? So like, I know a lot of people and a lot of people know me because I have that extroverted personality, right? Like, so I'm just like, I mean, I don't know, but I'm just, I guess I never thought about the fact that I'm more like grandpa than I ever thought about. You know what I mean? Like, I do make friends everywhere. I do talk to people in the bathroom. Like,
not me. I'm just like, don't talk to me. Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
Yeah. And I'm
just
so like,
I'm
it's
like,
funny because, I see it mad at Ava because when she was really little, I taught her my phone number just in case she ever got lost. She could tell them to find me, whatever. She was like 4 years old and we're at SeaWorld. I don't know how many people had my phone number because she's the same way I am and talked to everybody and she made friends. And so then they had my phone number. I was like,
That's
oh my God.
so funny.
Like, Ava, stop giving my phone number. What's their name?
See, Harley's like that. I remember when she was like, I don't know, 2 or 3. Yeah, maybe like 2, 3, maybe 4. We were at one of David's shows, right? And it was at some like vet thing, like some vet thing that was going on, or dog something, I don't know. And she was talking to these 2 little boys, and she was just like, "Can they come sleep over?" Their mom said, "Sure." I was just like,
Oh my God.
"You're not sleeping over anywhere." "Well, can they have your phone?" "No, they cannot have my phone number. You don't know
Oh my
them. You
God.
don't know
Right?
them." "But they're my boyfriends." "They're not your boyfriends." So I'm just like, "Stop talking to people." But she's like one of those people that's just like super like standoffish, but people like find her intriguing because
Yeah.
she's so standoffish, and she's got this face of, yeah, you
That's
can talk
funny.
to me, but
Yeah.
she doesn't want to talk to people. So it's weird. I don't know. But for, as far as traditionally, like, we're more like our grandparents than we thought.
Yeah.
And
Right?
and
Like,
that's
you don't realize it till you talk about it. Right?
yeah,
Like, because I'm like, oh my God, I just described my
yeah.
grandpa.
hmm Like literally, and it's funny because I don't see it until I see it, right? Like I never
Right.
thought about how you do pick up the stray, right?
Yeah.
Like, and I'm over here like, don't talk to me,
Yeah.
And my sister's the same way. Don't talk to her. Like she don't talk to
Hmm.
you, and she's mean about it. I'm not so mean,
Yeah.
but
That's why she don't have no friends.
she does. That's the funny thing. Like
I don't
she's
know.
so mean, and she's got these friends. Like they're just there. I mean, I have my friends. Don't people don't think I don't have friends. I have friends, but my friends are that weird friend, right? Like,
I have acquaintances. I think I have a handful of good friends,
right, right.
but I have a lot of acquaintances.
Yeah. Yeah. Same. I think I count on one hand how many like close friends I have.
Right. And it's
And I
funny
like it.
because, yeah, and because you keep your circle small, you keep the drama out,
Right.
like,
Right. I don't know. We'll see how the rest of the holidays go because
yeah.
I think I'm gonna try something different. Because what's the next one?
What are we in April?
Well, single in my. You know what? We're having a single in mile party.
I can't. That's Ava's birthday. Well, 5,
Yeah.
7. And I think I have something going on every weekend in May.
hmm
I'm exhausted already.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah.
I'm
I
like
can't help
trying to
you.
think about April. I think I only have one Saturday open in April.
I have 0 availability on April because I freaking work every
Right.
Saturday.
I mean, but like I live and breathe by my calendar, right? Like you guys can laugh at
Yeah.
me, but like I
Oh,
live
I
and
know.
breathe by my calendar because
I mean, I'm so flexible. Like, I'll make it work. Like,
you're so
I'll make it
funny.
work. I mean, that's just how I have to be because if I'm not, like,
Yeah.
nothing gets done,
Yeah.
So,
And
I
it's just
mean,
gonna stress you out, right? Like,
right. So it's like, I'll just, okay, whatever,
yeah,
and that's literally how I have to be because if I'm not, I'm so overwhelmed where I just want to
thinking about
cry.
it. Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, like right now, I'm thinking about, okay, well, I gotta start thinking about Christmas. I don't want to think
Oh
about
my
Christmas
God.
in April, like,
Right.
but it's gonna be here sooner than you know it. Like the kids'
Yeah.
birthdays are coming up, and it's like, okay, well, what am I gonna do? Like, are we gonna stay? Are we gonna go? Are we gonna have a party? Like,
Right.
so it's just like little things like that where I'm just like, okay, well, whatever. I don't.
I told Ava this is her last birthday party before
Mhm.
quinceañera because
It's gonna be a little one though,
quinceañera,
right? Because she's
what?
turning 11.
She's turning 10.
And I thought she was 10 already.
She's turning double digits.
Man, she's getting old. Better
So
get a
she's
job.
she's having a small little get together and then a big barbecue and then
Okay.
we're done. And then
Hey.
she's got a 5K she's running and then she's going to be in a karate tournament
Oh,
and then
nice.
so that's why I'm like May's gone.
Yeah.
May's just
Yeah.
gone.
See, and my kids aren't into all that stuff. Like, they were never into, like, they don't want to do sports. David, I wanted David to do sports, but I didn't want him to because, like, he's a big dude, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
he's 6'3" and he was 6 foot in freshman year.
Yeah.
And the coaches are like, "You should play football." It's like, "No, he shouldn't. No, he shouldn't. He's gonna get hurt." So I
You're
was
like,
never one to push him to do like contact sports like that. Jujitsu
mm-hmm.
he did for a while, and Harley, I need her to do something because she just gets on the nerves. So I was just like, "You're picking a sport this year. You're gonna do it, whether it's in school or outside of school, because
Right.
we're not doing this all summer."
Yeah.
So I'm like, "Pick a sport." So hopefully I'll be like right alongside you,
You'll be a
busting my butt
sports
back and
mom with
forth.
me. I've been a sports mom since Ava's 4 years old.
Yeah, girl, I don't know how you do it. I really
No.
don't. That single mom life.
And I work out, like, because I feel like if I don't work out, I'll go nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, I can
But
imagine.
it's good. But that's, back to traditions. That's my tradition, right? Like, I will always make time for myself to work out because
Yeah.
I cannot pour from an empty cup. And if I'm stressed
Right.
out or if I'm not, in a
Mhm.
good headspace, like, I'm not going to do anybody any good. So I think I've
Yeah.
learned that self-care is not selfish, right?
Yeah.
Doing things for myself is
Mhm.
not selfish because at the end of the day, I had to take care of me to be able to take care of her. So
Right. Right. And
that's my
I'm working
own.
on that. I mean, I do get my gym workouts. I haven't in the last 2 weeks just because it's either my back has been hurting or I'm sick, and
Rough.
I'm sick of being sick. So all you sicky people that like to go to the gym, please wipe your crap down. Thanks.
Please stay home.
Stay home. Wear a mask. I don't care. Just stay the hell away from me. So yeah, I mean, I get it. So
So,
yeah, we'll see
but yeah,
where it
we'll see
goes.
what the rest of the year holds for us
Yeah.
because I think that the December is a long way away for Christmas, but we always do it at your house anyway. So like, I'm just
Mhm.
assuming we're doing Christmas Eve at your house again.
Probably.
And we'll see where our parents land, like on the getting along scale. Who
Yeah.
knows?
Can you guys stop, please? Stressing me out. Gives me anxiety. It gives me anxiety.
I don't
Like
know
legit.
why. I'm just like, whatever.
Because it does. I'm a child of
You can't control it.
no,
You can't
I
worry
can't.
about other people.
But you have to remember, like, I grew up in a world where I had to read the room, and so I'm very empathetic to all of that. I can like the vibes just vibe on me a little too hard, and I'm just like, "Oh my god. Oh my god."
But you don't live there anymore. You
No.
have to do what you have to do for your own sanity. And if you saying nobody's coming to my house unless you're not beefing,
Yeah.
if that's what you have to do, that's what you have to do.
Yeah, but tell that to the inner broken child. The adult version of me says, "Yeah, you're right," but
I
the inner
feel
child
like
says, "No, no."
you're worried about being left alone.
No, no. I really I don't think so. But that's a whole therapy session that I gotta have with
Well,
my
right. Because, from what you were saying earlier, right?
Mhm.
Like you worry about losing that part of your
Right.
family, right? So that's why I feel like you're worried about being left alone from the Guerrero side of the family, right?
Yeah.
And I have a hard time with that myself because
Mhm.
I don't worry about being left,
Yeah.
right? I'm like, bye.
Bye. Yeah.
But I think those are things that you need to work on because you need to also set healthy boundaries for yourself, right?
Right.
It's not healthy to be a people pleaser. It's
Yeah.
not healthy to have anxiety worrying about other people, right?
Right.
Like,
Right. And that's where I'm just like, "All right, well, maybe I travel. Maybe this will be the year I travel."
right.
Right?
You say, fuck
So
everybody and I'm out of here.
right. Like, this is gonna like, I mean,
See you
my
when I
job
get
gives
back.
me that opportunity, so it's like, why
Right.
not?
You
Why
can
not?
work from anywhere.
Yeah. I'm just like, "All right, well, let's see. Let's try with a baby holiday." So maybe
Try
4th of
with 4th of
July.
July.
Mhm.
There you go.
Yeah, we'll try with 4th of July. We'll see
And
where
don't
that
tell
takes me.
anybody. Just
No.
go.
Hey, my next vacation, I'm not telling anybody anything until I'm there.
Right.
Like, that's my whole plan. Like, I'm gonna go do a
Right.
redo of Hawaii,
I don't
and
blame you.
I'm not gonna tell anybody until I land there.
I
"Hey,
love
I need you to go pick up my mail." "Well, why?" "You
Right.
know what? I'll tell you. You could just come stay at my house."
Right. I'll be like, cool, you need to ride to the airport?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a redo and not tell anybody because I
I
need that.
love it.
You know,
Because you have to do things for yourself. I feel like you don't do enough for yourself.
I
You worry
don't.
about everybody
I
else.
really don't. And that's what's giving me the gray hairs. Honestly,
Yeah.
like it stresses me out.
Stop.
Yeah.
Look at. I only have one gunna because I don't give a fuck.
I got a few of them. But
I have one, and when I see it, I just pull it.
no, I'm gonna age gracefully. Your mom,
Oh no.
legit makes me like, all right, I got this. My mom, not so
I,
much. My mom dyes her hair.
I am looking for a sugar daddy to get me some talk. But also I met this gay couple a couple weeks ago and they told me that I don't look my age. You know, they're very honest. So like
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Okay.
I'll
I
take it.
went and got some on my 11s here. They're not bad.
Uh-huh.
It's natural, right? Like I can still frown.
Yeah.
And the lady, the actual doctor was just like, well, how old are you? And I was like, well, I just turned before I got the talks, right? Like before I got it. She goes, well, how old are you? And I'm like, I just turned 41. And she's just like, you don't look 41. And I was like, and so this is how I know my mom is just being mean to me because she tells me I look old. She tells me I look old all the time. And she's like, you don't even need it. I was like, no, I need it because like it makes me look old. But she's like, no. She's like, you can probably get away. Like, she's like, we'll do it just to see how you like it. And I mean, I do like it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But she's like, you don't look 41. You don't need it. You don't need it at all.
I need
and I was
the
just
talk.
like, you don't though. You don't. You don't look.
I can
Well, no, you do.
in pictures because you can't see it because of my glasses.
Mhm.
But when I smile, I have
Yeah.
curiosity. That's what gets me.
See, this is. I guess I don't smile enough because I don't have that at all. See, so it's my RBF. It saved me my entire life.
Yeah. And I can't help it. I'm friendly.
I guess.
That's funny.
Well, I think that's a wrap for us here.
I think we're gonna call it a wrap, y'all, because
Yep.
it's sitting
Almost
at right
10.
around an hour. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm old. I gotta go to bed.
It's bedtime. I'm gonna turn into a
But
pumpkin.
yeah, for sure. But
So,
thank you for listening to
thank
our
you guys.
shenanigans. We will be back.
Yes, ma'am. All
Love you.
right.
Bye.
Bye.
And that's another conversation we've brought to the table. Thank you for sitting here with us with Chaos and La Mesa. If today's episode made you laugh, think, or reminded you of your own family chaos, make sure to follow the podcast and share it with someone who would bring their own stories to the table. Remember, sometimes the conversations we avoid are the ones we need most. Until next time, keep the cafecito warm, keep the conversation real.